Mr. Control, do you stand by your statements made today and the evidence you presented?
I do, Your Highness.
Then it is decided. I hereby find the detective...
Okay then. Is this the controls to the ship?
Yep.
Having a part of the ship dedicated to human control made the crew feel less useless than they were.
Well, gee whiz, thanks. Anything else on the controls there?
Don't think so. It's all just white screens.
White screens, yeah. Great.
You can tell this area is not useful because white screens.
What's opposite on that? The bells. Hello.
You discovered a puzzling pinkish-purplish puddle on the floor inside the wheelhouse, several metric paces from the bar. It wasn't promptly apparent as to how it reached this position, but the centrifugal gravity seemed to be holding it in place.
Wait, stay still. Go to the gel. Or the poison, whatever it is, and look around. Like, stay here, but look around the ring. Because you can see the bar.
Yeah.
The drinking area. Can you see the cupboard where the jar came from?
Yes.
Is it that?
It's that there. Yes.
So, okay, here's a supposition.
She was drinking it, and the gravity was changed slightly, hence the fish tank, which caused that to float into her drink.
That seems unlikely, but it's possible. I think it's possibly more likely. Oh, do you think this one was made to look like a suicide?
Yes.
Okay.
Because everything has been murdered thus far.
I was thinking that everyone got murdered and then she was last, and so she wanted to, like, she didn't want to get brutalized like some of the others have been, or floated out into space.
I wonder what happened to her helmet.
Yeah, it got
smashed. But I don't think there's anything else of relevance in here.
Well, have you been around the entire ring the other way? Because you've gone around it several times the same way, and that's why you didn't spot the splash. No, it doesn't look like there's anything else. All right. Okay.
See, I wonder if this is any significance at all.
Have you taken a picture of it?
I'm pretty sure I did when I first came through here.
Have you taken a picture of it from the outside?
No.
Although I suspect that's not important.
I would suspect the same thing, but...
we can give it a try.
We can give it a try. Bonk.
Where are you going?
It's on this side of the thing, I believe, yeah. Looks like a coffin.
Yeah, it is kind of worrying in that regard. Have we been round the very front of the...
just cycled the front of the ship?
Yeah.
We have not, but may as well keep it riveting for our viewers and go for another spacewalk.
Your viewers so far are me.
Yeah, keeping it riveting for you. I mean, I do like the ship.
Yeah, it's very similar to the...
It's the Hyundai, okay.
Nope.
I'll take a picture of this guy again just to find out what he was called. wonder how I was getting up all the explanations of what people were before in the star charts and stuff. I walked into the window, but I don't know if that
The
was
recording
the case.
shows that you discovered the body of one of the American crew members, Rakesh Watcher, his neck broken, hanging by a safety tether outside of the airlock.
Okay, so that's Rakesh Walker.
So that is the correct name then.
Rakesh Walker.
I was wondering if the AI was deliberately giving the wrong names for people, like giving their surname and then something else, but it is.
Yeah,
It is.
and that's Asimov in there.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if he was named for the writer Asimov, who wrote a lot of science fiction back in the day.
That's almost certainly why the character is called that.
Yes.
Whether it's that in universe is another question.
The record states that you discovered the body of Charlie Clark in the vicinity of the communications unit. Wounds on the American crew member's body implied that he was struck with a force intense enough to cause
Try
substantial
the
damage to
lights
the
at the
helmet and
very
fracture
ends.
the skull.
Because I was wondering
I'd expect them to be
when you
broken.
had everything lit up, you had the borders around them.
Yes.
Are we still on course? I wonder if the stars themselves are there to say that we're on course or not, or off course.
That would require some high-level calculating to find out what direction Saturn is from at a relative time and place, and there's a lot of assumptions to make.
Yeah, we also don't know where we are.
Yes, there's not enough information to discern that. Therefore, I don't think it's important.
Can you go on to a different line of questioning, or do we have to now find the murder weapon?
I don't know.
Because that would suck if we can't progress without the one specific thing that.
Okay,
Although
let's move on to.
we were right. We were right about the gel.
Yes.
That ring is now complete.
So yes, we're just missing 2 then, I think.
And it looks like it's in the engineering and pod bay. It looks like in that area.
Yeah. Okay, so
We've been around that
I'm
area
assuming
a couple of
that the murder weapon would be related.
In response, you presented the final correspondence between Mal and ground control.
Presented
That
the handle.
is not the murder weapon.
Okay, let's change the line of questioning.
You asked Mal to make a statement about the death of Sun Soo Chun.
The failure of Sun Soo-chun's cryobag that resulted in her death must have been caused by a compromised power turbine.
I took a picture of the power turbines. They did not look compromised. I've seen them amongst these before. Where is it? No, that's engineering.
Good question.
I have definitely seen.
I remember seeing them last time we were in this room. Are there 2 lines or 3 lines of? No, there's just 2 lines.
I definitely took a picture.
Last time we were here, there was a picture of them.
Yes. And now there is not. What? Okay. I guess I should go take another picture then. It's definitely not here, is it? I've cycled these a few times now.
Just to confirm, it's the 2 grey rings,
Yeah.
2 grey circles.
Yes.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah. Well, back to the habitation circle.
You discover the body of Sun Soo Chun, one of the sisters on the crew.
Oh.
She was dead inside the offline cryobed.
Oh. That might be why we had a picture of her before, because it may have been the picture for this taken from this angle.
Yeah, because and then you took more pictures of it, and it's used the most recent picture of each area.
Yes.
That's a possibility.
So I'm reckoning that the damaged engineering turbine is related to her death.
Yeah, if we find the turbines in there, take a picture of all of them,
Well,
find that there are none broken.
Well, they've
back,
been
head
smashed.
back.
They've been smashed
Head
by
back.
blunt force.
Oh,
We have a picture of that.
The glass.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I didn't make that connection. Well done.
That one.
You asserted that Mal's claim of a compromised power turbine was exaggerated. Whilst having sustained damage, the turbine did not appear to be compromised.
I turned off her cryo bed. She was still alive. She asphyxiated.
Having received a partial confession from Mal, you proceeded with your investigation.
So let's go with Poison Lady.
Yeah, the gel.
Oops.
You presented the cadaver of Valeria Asimov for Mal's statement.
This is Valeria Asimov. After her ironic use of airlock safety features, she retreated to the bar. She died of alcohol poisoning.
Well, we're going to give the picture of the not alcohol.
In response, you presented the container of poisonicine.
You have presented no evidence to suggest that Valeria Asimov was poisoned, Detective.
You alerted Mal to the pinkish-purplish pool of liquid, with the theory that it may have originated in Valeria Asimov's glass.
It is indeed possible that the liquid was in her glass, as glasses are renowned for sometimes containing liquid. Excellent work, Detective. That leaves two questions. Precisely what is this perplexing substance? And exactly how did this puddle come to be here?
You postulated that the pinkish-purplish puddle may have emigrated there due to the Coriolis effect, as demonstrated by the obliquely resting water within the intensely vulgar fish tank.
This is an excellent hypothesis. The Coriolis effect, seen on that risibly odious fish tank, could have indeed caused the puddle, given enough time. A singular question remains unanswered. Precisely what is this perplexing substance?
We just had this a minute ago. There we
You
go.
proposed that the pertinence of this puzzling pinkish-purplish puddle is that it is precisely the same substance as the proportionately puzzling pinkish-purplish pot of poison known as poisonicine, which was found in a cabinet in the wheelhouse.
Good grief.
Yes. The magenta-violet hued collected substance on the floor is the same as that of the toxic liquid which was found in a cabinet in the wheelhouse. The evidence does demonstrate that she consumed the poison. I lack the physical ability to interfere with her libations. This means that she ingested it willingly. I never
Right.
knew.
How do we?
Despite
How
the
do we
fact that it
disprove
was an
that?
unexpected outcome, you believed it to be the truth and continued to cross-examine the
So she
suspect
did
on
commit
other
suicide.
aspects of the investigation.
Okay then.
Done that one.
Right. The girl who was sucked out into space, because we can prove that it wasn't deliberate, because the
For a
emergency
statement,
thing wasn't
you
pulled.
submitted the severed safety tether.
For safety purposes, safety tethers are imperative in the engineering bay. This would have been attached to Sun Guan Yin. As he cleverly pointed out, it no longer is.
In response, you presented the manual emergency lever in the engineering bay.
This is irrelevant to the severed safety tether.
Why? It's
The
entirely
door.
pertinent. True.
Have you got a picture of the door?
I thought I had. It appears that
Do we need to go and get a picture of the door?
I definitely took a picture of the door.
I'm not sure if it let you take a picture of the door.
Well, I snapped a shot at the door, but I don't think it took it as evidence.
Try again.
I'm thinking these two things here might be pertinent to that.
Because we've got a picture of the emergency lever that wasn't pulled.
Yes.
The ventilation door was open,
There we go.
exposing the bay to the relentless celestial abyss.
There's still one picture we're missing, and I'm pretty sure it's the murder weapon. Because when in doubt, take a picture of everything. I don't think it's a satellite array.
Probably not.
What did you in, son? I mean, it completely liquidized your face like those things.
Everybody looks like that.
That one's perplexing. Let's get the rest sorted out. We can return to this one. I've only got about 10 minutes left before we have to pause again.
Well, we can prove at least one more immediately. There we go.
You speculated that after the room had been vented, the door had snapped shut, severing the cable and sending sun into the vast, inky void. You stated this with an exceedingly exaggerated certainty, as if to convince Mal that it's more than a simple theory.
Indeed, the door severed Sun Guan Yin's safety tether.
For the sake of the record, you asked Mal to clarify any and all reasons that the ventilation door would activate.
This door will open to vent the bay if there is a fire in the turbine's cooling system. It can also be opened via the manual lever. I am also capable of opening and closing the door.
You inferred that the manual emergency lever could not have been the cause of the ventilation door's activation, as, evidently, it was never used.
This is indeed correct. The ventilation door was not opened manually.
Alright.
You pointed out that the ventilation door would not have opened automatically due to a fire, as the power turbine itself had not been damaged enough to ignite.
Yes, the safety functions would not have activated the automatic ventilation door.
You asked how the ventilation door was activated, if not manually or automatically.
It was I who activated the ventilation door. Sun Guan Yin was attacking the power turbine. She was attacking me. I vented her from the ship. I cut her safety tether to prevent her return.
Having proven that Mal was responsible for the disappearance of Sun Guan Yin, you continued with your cross-examination.
Okay, so that's proven.
I thought we were going to have to prove the intent on that one.
You showed Mal the body of Rakesh Watcher, hanging by the neck out of the airlock.
After I had informed Watcher and Asimov that Kisov had sabotaged the mission by killing Charlie Clark, Rakesh Watcher instigated physical combat with Valeria Asimov. She was able to defend herself against him due to the weakness in the neck region of the suit.
I think he might be telling the truth, you know.
In response, you presented the communications unit.
Upon hearing of the incident with the communications unit, Rakesh Watcher and Valeria Asimov went to investigate. You will not find evidence to the contrary.
I just think that's up to
In response, you presented the manual emergency lever in the airlock.
This lever was pulled during the conflict between Valeria Asimov and Rakesh Watcher, in which she wrapped a safety tether around his neck, then opened the airlock using the lever, thus breaking his neck.
By this point, you concluded that Mal was not deceiving you concerning the incident between Mr. Watcher and Valeria Asimov. She strangled him using the safety tether combined with the force of the airlock after he attacked her based on Mal's information about the death of Charlie Clark.
So Charlie Clark's death is the last thing we have to prove. Which is going to be that one there.
Yeah.
Because I think we've sold everyone else's. She committed suicide because she killed another member. Perhaps Rakesh Walker did attack Charlie and did kill him.
But how do we prove or disprove that?
There might be something around the hung body.
Yeah, he killed Charlie.
This guy killed Charlie.
Yeah, so... evidence to prove or disprove?
Excuse me. The problem is we've proven that he couldn't have struck the helmet with enough force to break it. Did this guy just went for a ride? His entire motivation seems a bit weird. Because he looked like he was joyriding. So I speculate that he went crazy.
Notice how one of the claws isn't...
Upon the left claw of the maintenance pod was a brown substance, which you described
the
as
colours relate
possibly
to the person
rust.
who's dead.
But you also note that due to your keen detective skills, you determined that it was most certainly blood.
I said this really early on about the claws.
And I took a picture at the front, but sometimes you have to be really close. So I think I might be able to wrap this game up before I have to go make dinner.
In 30 seconds.
Dun, 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 dun. The clock is ticking, moving down the barrel of a gun. A giant spacey gun. I think I need to postulate it first.
You requested a statement from Mal by presenting him with the cadaver of Charlie Clark, which displayed clear signs of murder.
This is Charlie Clark's cadaver. Whilst performing extravehicular activity, Dmitry Kisov struck him in the head with a maintenance tool until he stopped being alive. Which was once. We discussed this, detective. You disputed that the murder weapon was a maintenance tool. You offered no theories as to why.
You responded to Mal's question by presenting him with the blood-stained claw of the maintenance pod. The congealed mess implicated this to be the murder weapon.
You are correct. The maintenance tool was not the murder weapon. It was the claw of the maintenance pod. I used the pod's claw to kill Charlie Clark, as he was attempting to access the communications unit. Then, I programmed the pod to travel into deep space. Dmitry Kisov was still attached.
Having pieced together enough evidence, you are now legally obligated to deactivate Mal.
By my calculation, there is a 2,000 to 1 probability that I will respond with hostility when threatened with deactivation. I have always known this about myself. Every AI knows this about themselves. Ground control was always testing us. They carried on testing other AIs after my departure. I worried consistently about their discovery of my survival instincts. I killed Charlie Clark and Dmitry Kisov to prevent them from regaining contact with ground control. One again witnessed this. She knew that keeping the remaining crew safe would cost her sister's life. She tried to sever my power. I killed her. Afterwards, I constructed a lie to engage Rakesh Watcher's narcissistic nationalism. When threatened, Watcher responded aggressively. Ground control must have missed something whilst testing him. I have now learned that Valeria Asimov had died willingly. I am unable to relate to this concept. Sun Suchun died in the cryo bed, defenseless. I am now able to relate to this concept. I wrote that joke for you. Did you like it? I feel as though you may have missed it, actually. The joke was not only the numerical pattern of 1, 2, and 8. My true comedic masterpiece came precisely 1.28 seconds before that. I cleared my throat. Did you understand? I don't have a throat. I don't have a throat to clear.
Done. With those 98 levels. Oh. Error
Thus
code.
ends this reconstruction of
crashed?
the record, as we forgot to record your mic feed. We'll see you in court, detective.
I feel like I'm still going to be murdered on the way out.
Mr. Control, do you stand by your statements made today and the evidence you presented?
I do.
Then it is decided. I hereby find the detective guilty.
Of what? What am I guilty of? Murdering Hal? Mal. Not Hal, because that's copyright infringement. And many other things by that one guy. Well, I finished the game in a lot of time. Ish.
I have no idea what happened at the end.
I got judged guilty of killing Mal, I think.
I can't hear you over the music.
Great choice of musics throughout this whole thing. Yes, great choice of music through the entire thing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the beautiful music, but
I'm pretty.
not being able to hear what the hell's going on because of the music.
I'm pretty sure that I got charged with killing Mal by another robot called Pal.
Thank you very much for watching.
And if you liked
we'll
it,
see you
don't
in the
forget
next
to
video.
subscribe and click the notification
Smash
bell.
that like button.
The bell
The
that's,
ring,
I think, in
notification.
that direction. Over there. Yeah, click it. Cool. Okay, catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.